in December. Actually, it was December 13th, the same day that we caught Saddam. I was sitting, the equivalent to a shotgun in a car, and we were blown up by a roadside bomb. And you're just driving along, and you're talking to your driver, and all of a sudden you're just like, boom, and you're like, what was that? The onslaught of PTSD, it comes. Everyone's different. There was no way for me to classify PTSD, especially when you're in. PTSD is not really a thing. It's just, I knew that I was on crutches, and I knew that I wanted to drink every single night to forget. My immediate, family, her immediate family, they are like, but they're my loved ones, and yet they take it the most because I don't have anyone else to take it out on. I haven't been able to really make friends in 8 years or whatever since I got out. So it's sad when you're making awful decisions. You're hurting them.
I mean, it was hard getting mortared all the time, and just not knowing when's it gonna happen, and people are there one minute and not the next. I still have a hard time sleeping. I wake up because I can hear explosions, and it's so loud.
The symptoms you would see, anger, short fuse, anxious, walk on eggshells.
They told me I was unfit for duty. I did not want out of the military.
We were on our way to pick up some explosives, and we got hit in our Humvee. There was 6 of us in the light-skinned Humvee, and the side of it was just torn out by an IED, improvised explosive device. Before PTSD, I was very outgoing, and I enjoyed working with other people. But as soon as I got out of the military and lost that camaraderie, and the PTSD really began setting in, almost immediately I was pretty jumpy with a lot of noises. As soon as I got back to the United States, really, because people honking. With my wife and kids, I was standoffish. I was not very emotional with them for a good while. So I definitely had built walls around myself just to protect my family.
The crux of the legal argument was, first, that the military, in setting the disability rating, is required to follow the VA rule. If a service member has post-traumatic stress disorder that is so severe that it results in a finding that the veteran's unfit for continued service, the service member should receive at least a 50% rating.
Now, the regulations for years have said that when you are eliminated from the service because of PTSD, you're entitled to a certain level of benefits. The military services systematically ignored that requirement.
And so our argument to the court was they should retroactively give each class member a 50% rating and all the disability benefits that flow from that, which are a great deal.
NVLSP actually contacted us through a letter, and at first it was a total surprise.
I was always told, once you sign that paper, you can never fight what they gave you. But I figured I'd just try it anyway, and so I filled out their information, and I got a phone call, and the rest is history.
1,100 veterans who were medically separated with only a severance payment got lifetime disability retirement benefits retroactive to the date they were released from active service, meaning they have lifetime TRICARE benefits for the veteran's spouse, and the veteran's kids, entitlement to disability retirement monthly payments, eligibility for an additional payment called combat-related special compensation, and an ID card so they have access to military bases and the use of the commissary and post-exchange privileges.
Because of the lawsuit, we were able to get our ID cards back, which for me especially is a big thing because I'd put my livelihood into the military, and it was hard to just kind of be thrown out and being barred from a base.
I now have my title back. I am now officially Sergeant Retired Jordan Kettner. For me and my family, having young children, the TRICARE benefits is huge. I can do whatever I want to do. My family will still have health care, and that's for life.
It was an immediate relief because I knew that I was going to get more coverage for my family. I knew I was covered the whole time with the VA, but my family was kind of hanging in the wind, and there was always that worry. What if something comes up and, I could be broke tomorrow if somebody got hurt. But I think with me just going to school and, reestablishing myself in the community, I feel more hopeful about my future and my family's future.
If I could say anything to the lawyers at NVLSP, it would be that their service is invaluable. They really put in the time and the effort, and we just really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for standing up for us. It feels so great to have someone have your back.